The second round of the playoffs are here for high school football teams, and that means district finals and trophies are being handed out.
It also means the final Blitz of the season. And with Jason and Brett, we have a special guest tonight, as they always do, for the big finale out at Forest Hills Eastern for the game of the week, and joined by Cedar Springs head coach Gus Kapolka. Hi, guys.
Hey, Michael. Yeah, Coach, coached in 6 of these district championship games, won 2 of them, including 2 years ago when the Redhawks won at Muskegon to win a Division III district title. Thanks for being here, Coach. And Brett, fun game here. South Christian, Forest Hills Eastern. Okay, Gold. Coach, you played both these teams this year. Brett, let's just start out. This matchup was 32-29 in week 4. I don't see a reason why it won't be very similar.
No, and it's a contrast of styles, right? You've got the athleticism, you've got guys in space that South Christian likes to do with Danny Brown. Carson Viss is incredible. I mean, just taking over the reins as a quarterback. He didn't play that last year, he played wide receiver, but just a good athlete. For Moss, other guys, they're healthy at running back. So that's going to be interesting to watch. And then Forest Hills Eastern, they love to ground and pound. They've got a very good offensive line. And defensively, I think they've done better than maybe they thought they would at this point. They're 8-2. I mean, great year for Joe Schwander and the Hawks.
Coach, this is a rematch, right? I mean, you know how this goes. What are the challenges, especially from a coaching standpoint, to playing a team twice?
The challenge is not to do too much and not to get too cute. You want to do what you do. You want to stay true to yourself, maybe throw a wrinkle or two in there. But I think a lot of times you outthink yourself in games like this. You got to make sure your best players get as many touches as possible, and you stay true to who you are.
And, Coach, one of the things I want to ask you about is when you get to this point, there's no tomorrow to play for, right? I mean, it's win and move on. And so you're starting to play guys maybe that you didn't play during the season to keep them healthy to get to the playoffs. Both sides, special teams, you're changing things up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's ride or die. And the kids know that. It's like, I don't think you necessarily need to harp on that in your pregame message, but I mean, it's all or nothing. You go out, and like I said, the biggest challenge is make sure your best guys get the ball as much as possible. Don't overthink it.
Well, our Blitz battle is in Division II, another rematch from week 4, Muskegon hosting Mona Shores. The Big Reds have won 8 straight games since starting 0-2. Mona Shores lost in week 9 to Zeeland East, but bounced back with the win over Reese Puffer last week. Coach, you've been to Hackley for playoff games more than once. What goes into this, especially another rematch type situation for these two programs who know each other very well?
Yeah, I mean, they similar offensively. There a lot of cross-pollination on both staffs. Once again, I mean, it comes down to both teams have guys. You got to make sure your guys are the ones making the plays. Hackley Stadium is a phenomenal place to play a game. I don't know, how much of a home field advantage it is with Shores having come in there in the past, but it should be a heck of a game.
One of the things that stands out to me, Mackay Guy and that group of seniors, and talk about your senior leadership this time, because the Big Reds have been here before. They don't want to be disappointed again, and Mackay Guy throwing the football. They've worked those wrinkles in the last few weeks. I saw them in week 7 against Zeeland West, and they threw the football, even in that bad weather, effectively.
Yeah, I mean, we did some offensive line stuff with the Big Reds this summer at an offensive line camp, and you could just tell their guys were hungry. They made it to the finals last year and lost. You could tell that they were motivated to get back, and when you have the number of guys that they've had that have played in big games, I look at their roster top to bottom, it's essentially almost the same team we played in 21 when those guys were freshmen and sophomores. So it's a motivated team. They started the year off against really good competition with a couple of hiccups, and then they've just steamrolled their way into this district final.
Everybody trying to play the best football right now because the district championship Friday night. We got plenty more coming from Hawks Stadium, and we'll have the Blitz tonight. 40 minutes, highlights, reaction, and analysis starting at 10:55. For now, we'll send it back to the studio.